No, it's all right. Hey, I'm in the area putting a story together. Just want to let y'all know that I'll be out in the parking lot filming a little bit in the cars and around the parking lot where I'm allowed to get into. And I just want to let y'all know that I'll be out there. I'm with myself. There's no one else with me. I work for myself. I just want to let y'all know that I will be out in the parking lot. I just didn't want nobody to see me on the camera and kind of freak out about it. Just wanted to let y'all know that I'll be out in the parking lot. Just getting information together on certain cars out here and certain police in the area. That's all. All right, thank you. Putting the article together. Out in the area. Article together of these cars out here. I was inside City Hall. She said she let the mayor get back with me, but I just left and came over to the police department. Spoke to the lady out front and told her I'd be out here just taking a few photos of the license plates, the tags, the inside of the cars, just trying to see the upkeep of them.
Okay. Do you have any identification on it?
I do not.
Okay.
All right, everyone, welcome back. Today's video looks at a situation where basic rights and law enforcement come into conflict, and things don't go as they should. IT begins calmly. The person recording clearly states who he is, explains why he's there, and stays in a public place. He isn't hiding, sneaking around, or breaking any rules. He's doing exactly what people are often told is allowed. Still, the mood quickly becomes tense. A simple camera seems to make the situation uncomfortable for those in authority. The key idea here is simple. Being aware of your rights matters. Recording matters. When people pay attention and speak up, it helps bring issues into the open that might otherwise be ignored. This isn't about causing trouble. It's about making sure everyone is held to the same standard. What stands out even more is that senior officers are involved, yet the situation still unfolds poorly. That raises an important question. If things look like this in the open, what happens when no one is watching? Moments like this show how rights are truly tested, not in a courtroom, but in everyday places like parking lots.
I left it all in the car.
Know who you are when you're out here casing my place. I don't know what you're doing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm just filming, that's all.
Okay, but you say that, but I don't know what you're doing.
Well, I mean,
Okay, why are you out here filming police cars and looking into police cars and tags and stuff?
Just for general public knowledge, that's all.
Okay, I need to see some kind of identification.
I don't have any on me.
Kind of identification.
I don't have any on me. Can I have your name?
Yeah, you can step right over here in my car. I'll give you my name and I'll get yours.
Well, who are you?
I'm Sergeant People.
You're Sergeant. Is there an officer above you?
Huh?
Is there an officer above you?
The chief.
Chief of police. Okay.
You want to talk to him too?
Hey, you might want to go get him. Because
Okay.
you're above your jurisdiction out here, partner.
No, sir, I'm not.
I can show you that. I can tell you.
Don't walk off.
Well,
No, sir.
first off, I'm free to walk where.
Reasonable suspicion
Of what
right now,
crime?
which is why I have
Of what
you
crime?
stopped.
Of what
Okay,
crime?
And I'm gonna gain
Suspicion
your,
of what
I'm gonna get
crime?
your
You're
information.
avoiding that question because you done dug yourself in the hole.
Reasonable suspicion.
Of what
It is
crime?
not normal for somebody.
Are
to
you a
walk
law
into
enforcement or a
Are you
normal
gonna talk over
enforcement?
me,
I
or
can.
Would you like me to explain it
What,
to you?
no, see, you're digging yourself in the
Would you
hole
like
now.
me to explain
It's
it
not
to you?
normal. So you're telling me that every law that's written in the U.S. has to be normal in order to be a.
No, sir.
Okay, then you
I'm
just
telling
answered
you
your
this
own
is
question.
Reasonable suspicion,
Of what
and I'm
crime?
going to identify
Of what
you.
crime? There's no crime here. You just don't like my camera.
Would you like me to explain
I
it
don't
to
want to
you?
like anything.
If
I
you'll
just.
stop talking. I'll explain.
You're
it
right.
to
I'm
you.
gonna stop talking because I'm gonna
You've
keep doing what I'm
asked me.
doing. All right,
No,
bye.
you're not going
You
anywhere
can,
right now.
you cannot
Not
restrict
until I
my.
identify
You
you.
can't restrict my movement in this public area. You can't do
Absolutely,
it. No,
I can
you
at the moment.
You cannot.
You're not
The
under arrest.
Supreme.
The situation quickly becomes more serious when the sergeant asks for identification without pointing to any crime or clear reason. The person filming stays composed and keeps asking a simple, important question. What law have I broken? Instead of a clear answer, he's met with frustration at one point. The sergeant even admits the situation feels unusual, but mixes that feeling up with wrongdoing. That's where things go off track. Something being unusual does not make it illegal. Recording in a public place, including police vehicles, is generally allowed. Even so, the officer moves toward detaining him. His movement is limited, pressure builds, and it starts to feel like basic rights are being treated as optional. This is where personal feelings begin to take over instead of clear rules. The person filming stands his ground, calmly referring to his right to be left alone without cause, and continues asking for a clear explanation. That explanation never comes, because there's no crime involved, just a camera and an officer who isn't comfortable with it.
Cool. Okay.
Detained until I find out.
Detained for what crime? Tell me that. And after you answer that
Until I
question,
find out what you're
after
doing.
you answer that question, tell me and tell my attorney what crime you're detaining me for. Let me hear.
Your
it.
attorney got nothing to do with
No,
it.
no, no.
That's
He no.
between you and your attorney.
He has
I
it.
don't
No,
know
no,
about
no.
that.
Between you and my attorney. You're gonna cost
I
this
need to
department
know
a lot of
why
money.
you're out here
I don't have to
filming
tell you a
police
damn thing.
Huh?
Are you the chief? How you doing out here, brother? Can I talk to you, sir? Because this officer here is irrational. I'm David. Nice to meet you, brother. Yes, you are irrational. I'm David. Nice to meet you. I'm doing a little filming out here in the parking lot. Not only has he threatened to detain me, and his suspicion is it's not normal. My question to him was, is it normal or is it illegal? He said it's not normal. I said, sir, I've broken no law. I'm filming. I'll be on my way. He told me I was detained.
What I want you to do is I would like for you to at least look at that yellow sign that's on the building over there.
Did I
see what it says? Authorized personnel only.
In this parking lot or down there?
It's this whole section because
so why isn't
they drive through here?
So why isn't their sign there?
Hurricane Michael, actually. We haven't had a chance to put all the signs up.
So until that sign is put up, there's no sign here for you to abide by.
The other question that we had, there was a concern actually that prompted us to actually talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Out here in the public, there is no expectation of privacy. We all understand.
Can you tell him that there, please?
He understands that as well.
I would like for you to tell him that on camera.
What I want you to understand is that when we as law enforcement officers get calls from the general public, all right, it is our job to go out and find out what's going on.
When the chief arrives, a more professional response is expected, but the situation shifts into clarification and defense rather than accountability. The chief confirms that recording in public is legal and that there is no expectation of privacy in that setting. However, he avoids directly correcting the earlier actions of his officer, which weakens the sense of clear leadership. The discussion then moves toward signs, restricted zones, and rules that are suggested but not clearly shown or posted. The person filming quickly points out the problem. Without clear signage or rules in place, there's no violation. The chief also compares the filming to unusual behavior, suggesting that it draws attention simply because it seems out of the ordinary. But being unusual is not the same as being unlawful. Suspicion alone does not justify restricting someone's movement. Throughout the exchange, the filmer stays calm and keeps pressing for a clear legal reason. In the end, it becomes clear that no law has been broken. That moment exposes the main issue. Assumptions and discomfort were being treated like justification, but no actual wrongdoing existed.
You know, if a person's carrying a television at 10 o'clock at night down the street, that's not normal behavior.
But is it illegal?
Okay. So that gives us the right to at least talk to the individual to determine if they are committing a crime or have committed a crime.
I'm glad you said that.
Okay.
So after he talked to me,
but
can I talk, please? Because you said more than enough to answer all his questions.
Okay.
You said that y'all are obligated to come talk to find out there's a crime being committed, correct? So with that being said, let's go back to you. Is there a crime being committed? No, but I want to talk to you. I want to talk to him first. Is there a crime being committed right now?
I don't know yet.
You don't know that.
I'm trying to determine.
So what crime do you see? There's a camera. There's a man in a parking lot. Where's the crime? You won't answer that because you don't put your foot in your mouth, you idiot.
We received a call in regards to you videotaping.
Yes, sir.
In a building.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the question is, and the concern is that was an individual casing this place for a potential robbery? Okay. So that is how the call came out.
You're joking, right?
No, I am not joking at all.
Those sweet ladies.
You have to understand, what is today's date?
Those sweet ladies.
September the 12th.
The day after 9/11, and my heart goes out to every family that lost a loved one.
So some of these individuals are still edgy.
So those sweet ladies called you after I talked to them.
When you have an individual that comes in and videotapes and tries to go into areas that are for authorized personnel.
Well, I didn't walk. I asked him. I said, hey, let's.
The reason for the stop is eventually revealed. Someone had called in, suggesting the person filming might be watching the building in a suspicious way. But there is no proof, no clear action, and no real evidence behind that claim. Only concern and assumption. The chief refers to post 9/11 concerns as a reason for caution, but fear alone does not override legal rights. Being uncomfortable or uneasy is not enough to justify restricting someone who is acting within the law. The person filming calmly challenges this reasoning, pointing out that legal activity cannot be turned into wrongdoing just because it raises questions. The chief ultimately agrees that filming in a public place is allowed. Even so, he does not clearly communicate this to the officer involved. That lack of direct correction becomes important. Instead of fully addressing the mistake, the response stays vague, and the issue is left unresolved at the lower level. This is where the real concern lies. When leadership avoids clear accountability, it creates confusion and weakens trust. Situations like this often lead to complaints and legal consequences later. In the end, the importance of recording becomes clear. Without it, the details of what actually happened could easily be misunderstood or lost over time.
I understand.
I'll be down this hallway. She said, no, there's a sign there. I said, yes, ma'am. I won't go past that sign.
That is what prompted us to engage you in conversation to find out if what your intentions were. If you're just going around filming, by all means, have at it.
Don't tell me that. Tell him that, please.
He's aware of it.
No, I want you to
He's one of my employees.
Honor your oath and tell this man that I am allowed to film as long as I stay within a publicly accessible area. Please tell him that. Tell him.
He's aware of it.
I want you to tell him, please. Make me feel better. You're a public servant. Please serve me.
You just heard me say it.
But I want you to tell him.
I'm not going to go into that. Okay?
So you won't correct your officer in public?
No, I'm not saying that I'm not correcting him.
Well, can you tell him, please?
He knows because I just told him.
I want to document you telling your sergeant. I want you to document you.
Everybody on YouTube knows the same thing.
This isn't going to YouTube. This is going to the local news media because that is unbelievable that he's going to tell me that suspicion of me filming is enough to detain me, and you're going to allow him to tell me that?
Yes.
You know you did.
I am going to allow him to do that because I explained to you the circumstances.
But was there a law?
We received a call by the general
How you doing,
public.
buddy?
I have the right to find
So
out
we
who
have
you
the
are, what you're doing.
You don't have that right.
The
I got a Fourth
obligation-
Amendment right to protect me from you.
Okay.
I have a Fourth Amendment right to protect me from idiots like you.
All right.
I have a right.
Now, there's
Let me explain something.
No, I'm not insulting.
There's no
The
reason
truth.
to
No,
insult
I got a First
okay?
Amendment right that allows me freedom of speech.
All right. So,
Oh, it is on video, and the whole world's gonna see it. Okay, and I hope your family doesn't watch social media.
Tensions rise as the person filming continues to assert his right to speak freely in public, even when his comments are critical or uncomfortable for the officers involved. That right includes expressing disagreement and frustration, and it is protected regardless of whether those in authority approve of it. The officers clearly do not appreciate the criticism, but personal comfort is not what defines constitutional protections. Those rights still apply even in tense or unpleasant situations. The chief then tries to bring the situation to a close, encouraging everyone to calm down. However, he does so without directly addressing how the situation escalated in the first place. At the same time, the sergeant continues to press for compliance, despite no clear legal reason being provided. The person filming responds by pointing out that he was being pressured without evidence of any wrongdoing. From his perspective, this was not justified enforcement but an unnecessary escalation that in the end, the situation winds down, not through a formal resolution, but because there is no legal basis to continue. The interaction ends with the department stepping back once it becomes clear that the law does not support the actions being taken.
well, this is over.
It is.
All right.
Y'all can go back inside.
You have a wonderful day.
I will. I promise I will do my best. Go ahead, follow suit, partner. Bye.
You still haven't identified.
And I'm not going to.
Why?
I'm not going to. Follow suit. Holler at your partner.
Because the chief said so.
No, because I'm telling you to. Bye.
No, you don't tell me anything.
I bet you're going to go in that door.
You have a nice
I bet
day.
you're going to go in that door.
You have a nice day.
I promise you I will. Please leave. You're harassing me now. I've done nothing wrong. Please leave.
There's no need.
I'm not upset, but tell your sergeant to swallow his ego here and just leave.
No, the thing is
Tell your sergeant to swallow his ego and
I'm
leave.
asking you now, all right?
To do what?
We are de-escalating.
And I'm trying to
You
de-escalate. No.
unfortunately,
I'm
are
de-escalating.
bringing it back
How?
up because you're trying to belittle this
How?
individual.
No.
okay? So
His ego is
it's
in effect.
over.
And now your ego, because you're telling me I'm belittling. Okay, it's over. All right, I'm done
just saying
talking.
that you're
Okay.
creating a scene out here.
I'm not
It's
creating a scene.
necessary.
Y'all came out here. Adios. Thank you. I will try.
Even better weekend.
I will. Please, y'all be safe out there, all right? Y'all be safe. I told you he's going to walk back inside.
As the officers return inside, the main takeaway becomes clear if this is how leadership responds. It raises questions about how lower-level officers may handle similar situations. The issue is not seen as a single error, but as something deeper that reflects a broader pattern in behavior and decision-making. There is concern that some officers may forget their responsibilities when their authority is questioned, leading to unnecessary conflict instead of clear communication. This is why awareness is so important. Knowing your rights helps prevent misunderstandings from turning into serious problems. The message also emphasizes the value of recording public interactions. A camera can provide clarity when accounts differ and helps ensure events are not misrepresented later. The overall point is simple. Staying informed, staying calm, and understanding your rights can make a major difference. Accountability depends on awareness, and awareness depends on people paying attention and speaking up when needed.